Peter Obi will never be president. He will never cross the central business district that will lead to Aso Villa.
Northerners have not started with Tinubu.
Do you think this coalition can remove Tinubu and the APC in 2027?
If they are united, if they leave their interest and bring out the best person.
We dissociate the ADC from David Mark, Rafa Lebeshala, Bolaji Abdullahi, Professor Sumbo, and all.
Have you given up on APC?
There are some places I can't go to. During Buhari's time, second tenure, they broke my windscreen. I am afraid of the storm that is coming.
APC, APC, ADC, chapa chapa.
1 billion of Yoruba cannot decide Tinubu's future. That maybe Tinubu will win.
There's a storm.
Oh yeah, there's a storm that is coming.
Hello guys, welcome back to Chaka Film. The APC and the Tinubu government have just activated their two-factor destabilization. Why did I say so? A new faction, which is a Dumebi Kachikwu faction, just made a press conference that they are the rightful National Working Committee, that the Raf Wonsu and the Bala Gombe committee were null and void. And I want us to watch their press conference. So we'll come and analyze it and tell you why they made this press conference, why the second destabilization just kicked in. So before we watch that video, please, if you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, click on the bell icon so that whenever we drop any new video, you will be first to be notified.
Of the African Democratic Congress. Now, because we don't want to waste your time, and I want to read from the book so that I will quote my members verbatim. So, for immediate press release, this is a statement by the NEC of the African Democratic Congress in reaction to INEC's delisting of the David Mark-led faction of the ADC. Ignorance is not only a disease, but also a crime. We have watched with amusement how a few Nigerians with no real understanding of issues concerning our party, the ADC, have jumped in with emotions devoid of reasoning and understanding. We therefore wish to correct a lot of misinformation out there in the public domain. But before doing this, we want to say we are in total support of INEC's position on this matter and commend them on their bravery in finally doing what is right. Here are the facts of the matter for proper understanding. Now, number one, the tenure of our former national chairman, Raf Mosu, as chairman of the African Democratic Congress ended in August of 2022. 2. Wosu's refusal to step down as chairman led to a series of litigations with Justice Yako Binta, ruling in December of 2022 that Wosu's tenure had indeed expired and that any action taken by him and his National Working Committee after the expiration were null and void. 3. One of the illegal actions taken by Wosu was the convening of a mini convention in Zaria in Kaduna State in October of 2022, where he reappointed himself and the likes of Bala Gombe as the National Working Committee of the party. But INEC firmly rejected that convention. Now, 4. This matter subsequently went all the way to the Supreme Court, when the group now known and referred to as the David Mark-led coalition transacted with Raf Wosu. Now, 5. Prior to this unholy transaction, INEC received several communications from the NEC of the party from August of 2022, but curiously, they refused to act even on valid court orders. Now, Wosu pronounced the suspension and, in some cases, the expulsion of state chairmen of the party who opposed his bid to continue as chairman of the party. INEC eventually initiated an alternative dispute resolution mechanism to resolve the issues within the ADC. Now, 7. The key outcome of the ADR, which was signed by both parties, was that the ADC would immediately go into a convention to produce a new leadership. 8. This has not been done almost 2 years after, but instead of attempted to illegally transfer, instead he attempted to illegally transfer leadership of the party to people who were not members of the African Democratic Congress. 9. David Mark-led leadership put in place measures to remove all the state chairmen of the party for the simple reason that they did not fit the mold of chairmen who could represent the elite. Now 10, we have filed 2 court cases challenging the illegality of their action prior to INEC's recent position. 11, now in the absence of the National Working Committee since August 2022, the NEC, being a constitutional, valid and subsisting organ of the party, remains the only authority to speak on behalf of the ADC. Arising from an emergency NEC meeting held today, the 7th of April 2026, the NEC therefore resolved and states as follows. 1. We dissociate the ADC from David Mark, Rafa Lebeshala, Bolaji Abdullahi, Professor Sumbo, and all members of the so-called coalition who attempted to hijack our party, and state that all actions taken by them in the name of the ADC are not binding on the ADC. 2. We dissociate the ADC from the claims of Nafi Gombe and firmly and unequivocally state that he has never held the position of deputy chairman of the ADC. 3. The ADC remains a party of and for all Nigerians, and not just for former political office holders and the elites. The ADC is also not for sale. 4. The people who have called themselves the coalition have no democratic credentials and are only interested in the power grab, as evidenced by the way and manner in which they attempted to hijack our party and throw out the original members. 5. We affirm that our former presidential candidate, Mr. Kachikwu, is a committed and bona fide member of the party, whose purported expulsion by David Mark-led group was an act of desperate taking too far. Now, 6. We put on notice all embassies and high commissions in Nigeria that the David Mark-led coalition are not members of the ADC and thus speak for the African Democratic Congress. 7. In the following members of the ADC have been appointed to manage day-to-day affairs of the party pending the election of a new National Working Committee in our soon-to-be conducted convention. We wish them success and urge INEC to accord them the necessary recognitions and support in order to save the African Democratic Congress from total collapse. Thank you very much.
Now we watched the press conference, which started since they say, as it is alleged by the Dumebi Kachikwu, it started since 2022. Till this very moment, nobody came out to say they are the rightful owner. And it is also alleged that during the handing over of the leadership to David Mark and Aregbesola, that these people were present. And you will now ask, why are they doing it? This major incident started when Kwankwaso defected to ADC, and the coalition of Kwankwaso and Peter Obi trigger this chain of reaction from what you might call it Tinubu government or APC government, or just from outsiders. But now they triggered it. Why would they trigger it? I want to, before I even make a statement, I want us to watch this video of Zainab Galadima, who was, when she made this interview with Sheung, she was in APC and she was a councillor in Abuja. I want us to watch this video, then we'll come back to tell you the reason why they triggered this reaction.
As a northerner, what is the North saying about Tinubu?
Honestly, I don't have good reviews. It's really bad. It's really bad.
Do you think the North will vote for Tinubu?
Maybe 30%. Or less. Or less.
It's going to be worse than the last election, 2023?
Oh yeah, it's going to be. It's going to be.
What do you think the chances of Tinubu winning this election from on a scale of 1 to 10?
it is going to be the toughest battle that he will ever see. Yeah, it's going to be the toughest. Because this coalition, as much as I don't really understand what they're doing, I think when I saw them, I was like, oh, you know, anybody that sees it will be like, we need to sit up.
Now we see that Tinubu is already losing the north. We know Tinubu will never win the south. Maybe some states in the south, like Rivers State, because of Wike, he will definitely win Rivers State. Not that free and fair, but he has the high chances there. The Delta and the North, the Delta and those states and Cross River, it don't have chance. The Southeast, no way. And the the North Central, I think that is where he have chances. So the Northwest, he already lose it. So how will he win if these people is already lost? And if you still think it is a lie that it was the North that brought him Tinubu, I want us to listen to Primate Ayodele in one of his sermons.
Northerners have not started with Tinubu. They are the one that will decide his future. 1 billion of Yoruba cannot decide Tinubu's future. That maybe Tinubu will win. The Northerners will decide, and their decision is for him not to win. So what is he going to do? All this noise you are making in Yoruba, come out with city boys. Come out with any boys you want to come out with. City boys will not make you to win. 56 boys will not make you to win. North will decide the future of Tinubu second term. After God, the North.
So know the implication of what is going on to Tinubu and the APC government, and why you believe, why you must have it in your head that no APC will never stop until they get what they want, because they know this election is already gone for them. I want us to listen to the other part of Zainab Galadima, this interview she did with Chiu. I want us to listen to the second part of the interview so that you kind of build in the subconsciousness, kind of build in the reason, so that it doesn't look so surprising to you that how things are going the way they are. I want us to watch the second part of this interview.
Do you think, I mean, similar to what happened in 2014, 2015, when an incumbent was defeated right in office, do you think this coalition can remove Tinubu and the APC in 2027?
If they're united, if they leave their interest and bring out the best person.
But how easy is it to beat Tinubu in 2027?
They have to bring all their...
Have you given up on APC?
I'm just highly disappointed. Very disappointed. I actually thought that, you know, there are some places I can't go to. During Buhari's time, second tenure, they broke my windscreen. Because they said, oh, you promised us, now you're enjoying your inside car. You know, before, when you go to traffic lights, you see them begging, using their hands like this. Now they will knock on your window. Now they will snatch whatever it is that you have. So even if you think, oh, it doesn't affect me, it's coming. I am afraid of the storm that is coming.
There's a storm.
Oh, yeah, there's a storm that is coming. You know, people
and it could consume the APC.
People will think that, oh, okay, oh, it's the North. The North, they don't go to school. There's insecurity. If it blows up in the North, Nigeria is gone. So we have to fix it.
So APC is a difficult name to bear, a difficult party name, a title to bear in public now. Is that dangerous?
Yes, it is. Let me tell you, there was a...
You know why this is so very consequential? She was an APC member. She was an APC councillor in Abuja. And when she made this statement, the Tinubu government or the Tinubu loyalists were saying she's talking nonsense at that time. That was 2025. Now, to have a better picture of everything, I want us to listen to this, what's his name again? I think it is Chaka Mutala Assad. It seems he's an imam, and this was his preaching in one of their gatherings. And you have to listen to what he said. But because he talked in Hausa, I will just play a subset and try and explain what he was trying to say.
wanda ka sa azzalumi na Allah ka kare shi ya Allah duk wanda ka sanya kawo mu arewacin Najeriya matsala don karhin da aggare Allah kana da karhin da ya hina shi ya Allah kamar sai habaru kana ya Allah irin bala'i da kai tanadi cikin sito ɗinka Allah kai zo mai irin wannan bala'i ya Allah in yana son ya kawo mana tashin hankali Allah ka kai shi 2027
Peter Obi yayi shugaban kasan gobe insha Allah no be Hausa no be Yoruba no be Igbo all Nigeria insha Allah Peter Obi ne zamu zaba insha Allah 2027 sai Peter Obi sai Josiah Bari sai Zaki Achere Peter Obi ne zamu zaba 2027.
What Asada was saying here is that they are waiting for APC and Tinubu government they want to hear what they want to use to campaign during this forthcoming election. And the funny part of it, they are waiting for the city boys ambassadors and they wish them good luck. And you know what that good luck means. And they have already started vandalizing APC banner such as states like Kebbi State. And for clarity, I'm not for vandalism. Vandalism is bad. Every Nigerians or politicians supposed to have the right to campaign in Nigeria. And I'm also of the idea that one region should not be the one determining the political roadmap or the political direction of the entire country. So you can see in this video, they already start vandalizing APC material, which for me, it is bad. I'm not supporting it, but I want us to still watch the video.
Ba mu ba APC yola mun bar jam'iyyar APC mun dawo ADC chapa. Ba mu kita ba mu mata komi mun dai bari mun dai beta. Bati bu abite doke tara kai ne ba shi dai doke tara kai ne. Mun soki ogo da APC mun dawo ADC da gari da yaji. Mun soki ogo amma ogo na soki. Baba ogo ya dai abite shi ne sata. Mun bar wannan ta yaya Allah za mu ɗebe ta APC za mu ɗebe ta APC mu kawo ta ADC don mun bar ta yaya nan da su mun ɗebe ta mun kawo ta ADC mun bar ta yaya nan da su.
Now we've watched how Tinubu or APC will be losing the northern part of Nigeria. But I want us to also watch the opposite view of this ADC side. I want us to also listen to APC loyalists or Tinubu loyalists. And we'll be listening to the interview of Bala, the alleged disgraced Tinubu spokesman who were disgraced on the Hassan Ahmed interview, in this Al Jazeera interview. I want us to listen to him and reason with him why he believed that Peter Obi will never smell Asura. Let's listen to him.
Peter Obi will never be president. He will never cross the central business district that will lead to Asobila. Anybody that will be a president, there are characteristics that you will see. One, the person must be visionary. Two, the person must be grassrooted. I'm talking of organic grassroots, not manipulation. And three, the person at least will be sincere for whatever he is. So that if you say this man is good for who he is, but he will not present the picture of what is totally the opposite side of who he is. Peter Obi will never be.
But if you're looking for grassroots, you can't get more grassroots than Peter Obi.
So Peter Obi does not have a grassroots. What Peter Obi did was he went to the church with a narrative when Buhari was in government, that the church is being disenfranchised. It is time for the church to take back their country. That narrative was what he used in rallying the support among bishops, archbishops, and pastors. That's not a grassroots support.
But that will be half truth, Daniel. That will be half truth.
Okay, give me the part of it that is the truth.
The part of it that I will say is true, because as a journalist, I was out there during the electioneering campaign, and I saw people who are Nigerians, authentic Nigerians that are not less Nigerian than any other person. They are as Nigerian as you can get. And these people are not politicians. They're grassroots people that are not politicians at all. And they were campaigning for him.
Yes,
that's the meaning of grassroots.
Yes, so campaigning, people, you see, people will
they
ride with the message.
supported him and they stayed on course till the day of election, and they went through. I saw it.
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying.
So that's as grassroots.
The people that voted for him are people, right?
Yes.
What was the narrative that he drove with? He was asked question on security. He said he can't talk. He was asked question on economy. He said Malaysia. Virtually every question that every other person was asked, they gave answer. He did not. But one in which his answer was very concise and precise and pungent was the church should take. Peter Obi will never be president.
It is
he
funny
will never cross the central business district that will lead to anybody that will be a president.
Peter Obi does not have the grassroots.
That he will
the
see.
organic
One,
grassroots.
The person must be
when
visionary.
you talk of organic grassroots,
Two,
Peter Obi, when he contested in Labour, I
I'm
know of
talking of
people who
organic
were
grassroots, not
Labour
manipulation.
Party chairman
And three,
in local ward.
the person
They
at least will
attest
be
to it
sincere
that
for
they
whatever
did not
he is.
receive one
So that
couple.
if you say this man is good
When
for
you
who
mean one
he is,
couple,
but
they did
he will
not
not
receive
present
one
the picture of what is
They-
totally the opposite side
The
of
person
who
I'm
he
talking is
Peter
a
Obi will never
chairman
be.
of a
But if
of
you're
a
looking
ward.
for grassroots, you
They
can't
did
get
not
more
receive cover and they
grassroots
did not
than
pay
Peter Obi.
anybody.
So Peter
during
Obi
the,
does not have a grassroots. What Peter Obi did was he went to
these
the
people
church
came
with
and voted for
a
Peter
narrative
Obi on their own. And Peter
when
Obi, if
Buhari
we're
was in
talking of
government,
organic,
that the
the only
church is
man
being
as
disenfranchised.
president now
It is time for the
in
church
Nigeria
to
who
take
has
back
the
their country.
most
That narrative was
organic
what he used in rallying the support among
grassroots
bishops,
supporter
archbishops, and
is
pastors.
Peter Obi.
That's not a grassroots support.
But that would be
Tinubu
half
has the
truth,
money.
Daniel.
That's
that
how
would be
Tinubu
half
Okay,
gets
give me
his
the part of
No,
it that is
the
not true.
Apart from
part of
that,
it that I would
Tinubu
say
does not have
is
a
true,
grassroots
because
support.
as a journalist,
Tinubu
I
have-
was out there
Tinubu
during
has
the electioneering
Kaaba
campaign,
supporters,
and I saw
and that is what he has,
people
and
who
not
are
the, not the
Nigerians,
people. The people are
authentic
the
Nigerians
grassroots,
that are
and
not
these are the people
less
who vote.
Nigerian than any other person. They are as Nigerian as you can get. And these people are not politicians.
The truth
They're
of the matter is
grassroots
that
people
the North
that are not
will be
politicians
the
at all.
region that will
And they
determine
were
this
campaigning for
election.
him.
Yes, that's
That's
what
the
I'm
saying.
meaning of
Determine who will be
Yes,
grassroots.
in
so
power.
campaigning, people,
Not
you
the
see,
south,
people
They
ride
not the
with the
supported
message.
him
the
and they
southeast or
stayed
the
on
southwest,
course
but the
till the
accumulation
day
of
of
these people,
election,
these
and they
three
went
regions,
through. I saw it.
will also
I'm not
make
denying
it
that.
effect.
I'm not
So
denying.
that's as
No,
grassroots.
the
That's
people
But when
that
we were
voted
to
for
talk
him are
about
people.
the individual
Right?
region
Yes.
alone,
What was the narrative that he
the
drove
North
with?
will make the
He was asked question on
most
security. He said he can't talk.
noticeable
He was asked question on
effect
economy. He said
of
Malaysia.
where this
Virtually every
election
Peter
is
Obi
going.
will never be president. He will never
And now we
cross
consider
the central business
the
district that will lead
advent
to
of
Abuja. Anybody that will
Kwankwaso
be a
into
president,
ADC
there are
has changed the
characteristics
calculus
that you will see.
for
One, the person must
APC
be
and
visionary.
Tinubu government.
Two,
And
the
that
person
is the
must be
reason they will
grassrooted.
resolve
I'm talking
in
of
nothing
organic
that will
grassroots,
make sure
not
they
manipulation.
destabilize
And three,
APC.
the person
Sorry,
at least will be
destabilize
sincere for
ADC.
whatever he is.
And
So that if you say this man is good,
happy,
is good for
I'm
who he is,
glad
but
that
he will not
Nigerians
present the
are
picture of
taking
what
it
is
seriously,
totally
and now
the
that
opposite side of who
the
he
leader
is.
of
Peter Obi will
ADC
never be.
are
But
now
if you're
on the
looking for
street
grassroots, you can't get more
protesting the
grassroots
INEC.
than Peter Obi.
And
So
let's
Peter Obi
see
does
what
not have a
go
grassroots.
go
What
further
Peter
from
Obi
this.
did was he
And I will
went to
also
the
be
church
keeping
with
watch on what
a
will be
narrative
transpiring any new
when Buhari
latest
was in
development.
government
So
that the
please,
church
as I
is being
leave you guys here,
disenfranchised. It is time for the church to
I want
take
you
back
guys
their
to
country.
not forget to hit
That
that subscribe
narrative
button
was what he
and
used
click on the
in
bell
rallying
icon
the
if you
support
haven't
among
done
bishops,
so.
archbishops, and pastors.
Thank you very
That's
much.
not a grassroots
But
support.
that would
Please,
be half
please
truth,
don't forget to subscribe to
Daniel.
my
That
channel.
would be half
Okay,
truth.
give me
Because
the part of
no,
it that is the truth.
part